tour today, auditioning for a new lead singer in the band, are resident psychiatrists on hand. Lack of funding leads to mass exodus from the Foreign Legion. Meet Mayhem's Iron Man. He's magnetic. And why canine cleaners have never caught on. First up, gadgets. This is a camera that operates on your eye movements. There have been many over time, starting with fire, the wheel, the light bulb, and many more, but the latest thing to hit the streets is this. If on a hot day your feet get sweaty and uncomfortable, these are guaranteed to have a cooling effect and put your mind at rest if entering a Japanese restaurant. Eye drops keep missing the target? Now you can get a bullseye. I don't like the look of this next one, though. Oh, just a cold. Phew, that had me worried. These are all useless Japanese inventions that are in a book called Useless Japanese Inventions. Whether they actually are useless or not, you can decide for yourself. This tie tidy, for instance, could be utilized as a mini office if you're the sort of person who likes to take your work home with you. Oh, looking good, Slick. And washing your underwear for the next day's slog can be a real time stealer, unless you multitask by doing the wash as you walk to work in the morning. Once the wash cycle is done, you merely drain and then tumble dry. And this way, you can assert your territory over all the neighborhood dogs. Speaking of which, they're too busy anyway doing the housework of these time-poor Japanese. Little Moppet Fifi isn't happy about it, though. She wants more leisure time and less dog day afternoons polishing and cleaning. She's mad as hell, and she's not gonna take it anymore! Water! 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 What are all these people doing here? They're here for the 27th running of the Mayhem Marathon. That's what! A race that defies both extreme heat and extreme logic. It's 7 days of Moroccan sun, sand, and, ooh, oasis tickets. Why do they do it? Well, that's a bit like asking the Dalai Lama how he would tickle the Queen. Or the Queen how she feels about the idea. Some things are just better left unsaid. As for the runners, some run for personal glory. Some, like the Birdman or Roger Gonzalez, run for personal entertainment. While others, like the short-sighted Spaniard Armando Del Piero, well, they just run the wrong way. Hello? Anybody? We'll check in on him later. Back to the desert, though, where the action is really starting to hot up. I smell tuna. Roger, did you bring tuna sandwiches? Roger! Roger! As you can imagine, news spreads fast in the desert. Did you hear the rumor? Roger's got tuna sandwiches. Crust on or off? Not sure. Mayhem Marathon Rule 16I subsection 3B clearly forbids the use of tuna sandwiches. Anybody caught in the breach of this rule will be disqualified and face a 5-year ban from the sport. Gonzalez was having none of it. No, I don't like tuna or eggplant for that matter. It's all a one big lie. His opponents, however, remained skeptical. Roger, I found empty cans of tuna here, here, and here. Ha ha ha! Stay tuned. We'll be back later with an update on what promises to be the most controversial Mayhem Marathon ever!
Wait!
Welcome to Mayhem Motivational. Building a better you, one brick at a time. Now, repeat after me. I am truly wonderful.
I am truly wonderful.
I inspire nothing but greatness in others.
I inspire nothing but greatness in others.
I am an ingenious master of disguise.
I am an ingenious master of disguise.
I can and will fly higher than an eagle or any other thing with wings that can fly really high.
I can and will fly higher than an eagle or any other thing with wings that can fly really high.
I impress others with the size of my checkbook.
I impress others with the size of my checkbook.
I will gather all the invisible money on the ground and become invisibly rich.
I will gather all the invisible money on the ground and become invisibly rich.
I believe in me.
I believe in me.
Next stop, more of the Mayhem Marathon. Our travels lead us to an undiscovered tribe of ferocious and fearless warriors. And sleep therapy for those who love bacon. Time for an update on the Mayhem Marathon, and there has been more high drama here on the Moroccan hot sands. Moments ago, 3 wild donkeys appeared from nowhere. The Moroccan ass, also known as the sand piranha, have been known to strip a camel to its bare bones in just a matter of seconds. Their only fear? A red flag. All marathon runners are instructed to keep one handy. Meanwhile, the short-sighted Spaniard Armando Del Piero continued to head in the wrong direction. Latest reports have him at the foot of the Alps. Hello? Where is everybody? Taking a look at the leaderboard as we reach the midway point in this year's amazing marathon, and it's the Birdman Roger Gonzalez with a commanding lead. The whole tuna sandwich saga well and truly behind him now. It appears there's just no stopping him. Alarming news just ahead. We've been told of the sudden disappearance of 2009 winner and pre-race favourite, Moroccan Fangio del Porto. It's unclear as to what has happened, but early reports suggest donkeys have been seen in his area. Our thoughts are with his family now. Back to the race, though, and it's turned into a race of 4. Not to mention a race against boredom. No, let's play I Spy. I'll go first. I Spy with my little eye, something beginning with S. Sausages? No. Susan Sarandon? No. Space shuttle? No, it's sand, silly. Honestly, I don't know why I bother sometimes. Four soon became 3 as the midday sun began to take its toll. The Birdman, as fresh as steaming camel dung, looking very strong at this point. Ecuadorian Sammy Samosa, with a heart as big as a very big lion, now clinging on valiantly to second. 3 soon became 2 as Gonzalez and Somoza approached the stage known as the Dunes. A par 4, apparently. It was then that an increasingly desperate Somoza began taunting his opponent. Hey, Gonzalez, your mother is so fat that when she goes to the movies, she sits next to everyone. And when she puts on lipstick, she has to use a paint roller. But Gonzalez has heard it all before. His mother really is fat. So, like a humpless camel with only 2 legs, he plows on through the sand, grinding down all challenges because he knows, like sands through the hourglass, these are the days of our marathon. Here at TDM, our globe-hopping little Jude is always on the lookout for interesting and unusual things. This time he's in Brazil, and he's unearthed a formerly undiscovered tribe of people. They appear to be happy enough and don't seem to present any danger. But at the same time, you never know. It's obvious these folk have never seen a camera before. They seem to be on a mission to somewhere, so let's follow them and see where they go. Well, here they are, and it's party time. All these folk want is to have fun. There's our producer getting into the vibe. The vibe is the local beer. The current most popular rock band is playing, and the people just can't seem to get their fill of these cool sounds. This is a utopian land of the party people. Really, look it up on the net. www.drinklikeabuffalo, prancelikeaclown.com. The natives go back to the mud of the beach at the end of the day, but in the morning they're full of love for one another and ready to party all over again. And it seems that this mud is the greatest gift from one to another. But the main reason they're here is to herald the emergence of the Mud King, who they await to lead them to more fun times with lots of music and even more vibe. There he is, the spiritual leader of the party people.
My people have crawled out of the mud, and now they must learn to assimilate with the rest of the party people in the big round planet you call Earth.
And what better way to assimilate than here in Rio de Janeiro? It's Carnivale and the mecca for party people to assemble. They come from tribes all around seeking fun and assimilating their hearts out. Some bring their bags of vibe, which fuels the party spirit but can have an adverse effect on one's eyesight. Whilst there are those to whom assimilation comes a little harder than most, we bid farewell to the party people who, for the most part, have assimilated beyond the norm, blown their own trumpets with gusto, who's the finest player in town, marched to the beat of their drums, partied beyond the pale, and shown us all that no matter where you come from, that life is to be enjoyed and it's all about the vibe. Well, that and getting a good parking spot. We head over to Hangzhou in China now to meet a family with a very special little boy. He's 4-year-old Stuck on Me. And not only is he the world's most magnetic child, he's the world's handiest 4-year-old as well. While other 4-year-olds are busy throwing tantrums, little Stuck makes himself useful as the family's toolbox and cutlery drawer. Setting the table has never been easier. People say that young Stuck takes after his dad, but I don't really see it. The family recently shifted to a new home, and boy, was this boy a big help. I mean, who needs to pack boxes when you have a human magnet for a son? Stuck's father quit smoking recently too, but he's still very attached to the ashtrays. That reminds me, England's most magnetic man has finally admitted to a drinking problem. And speaking of problems, this unusual family is planning to travel abroad soon. It should take them about a week to clear customs with all the metal objects they're lugging about. But it's not all bad news after all. You never lose a key when you're part of this weird lot. Now I wonder where he's hiding the can opener. Next up, the conclusion of the Desert Mayhem Marathon. And Madame Guillotine makes this man nervous. Time now to check out the closing stages of this year's action-packed Mayhem Marathon. And what a marathon it's been! For those who've joined us late, here's what you've missed. There's been ferocious man-eating beasts. There's been desert love. There's been stunning overhead shots using a helicopter. Stunning. even been some hypothermia. And there's been sand. So much sand. Some experts are calling this the sandiest marathon ever. Marathon Chief Steward Rafael Nadal has been on the edge of his seat with the non-stop excitement. He must have dropped his pen. Back to the closing stages, the competitors looking just like the Greek economy, totally spent. It really has been an amazing achievement to come this far. They're all champions in my book. But it's the Birdman, Roger Gonzalez, who crosses the line first. Wonderful scenes here. A hug, and a kiss, and another kiss. Walking across the line in second place, it's Moroccan Fangio del Porto. There's the hug, and a kiss. Thought dead moments ago, what a comeback. A hug from the Birdman. Coming in third is Sammy Somoza. He'll be disappointed with that. Third prize is just this sandcastle. Yes, I am disappointed, but to finish second is no disgrace. What's that? I finished third? All I win is that crappy sandcastle? No money? Oh, I am disappointed. Great. Just great. Yay! Yay indeed, Sammy. Yay indeed. As the final runner crosses the line, she reports an encounter with two badasses and says she's lucky to be here. We salute all competitors, for they're all winners in our eyes, along with a whole lot of sandy stuff. Time now to play a little game we like to call Mayhem Maybe, Maybe Not. Blackie the cat has been training for 5 years now. Her dream? To win gold at the next Winter Olympics. Will she make it? Maybe. Maybe not. Yuri and Igor are both unemployed, both single, and both plan to get rich on the lucrative Japanese sumo circuit. Will they succeed? Maybe. Maybe not. Doris the racing hen dreams of a better life. Maybe one day a handsome young prince will sweep her off her feet and they will live happily ever after. Is it possible? Or maybe it is.
Here's your big trophy.
We cross now to Northern Ireland, where under ominous grey skies, they're holding the annual lawnmower and horse racing extravaganza. Unfortunately, mower sales are down this year, so they've had to auction off all their racehorses to make up for the loss. Believe it or not, this guy just sold off every last Irish thoroughbred, and to Switzerland of all places. He even had to throw in a few lawnmowers to sweeten the deal. So now Switzerland, a country that didn't even have a grass racetrack, has a thriving racing industry and some lawnmowers they really don't need, while the poor Irish are desperate to race anything they can get their hands on, no matter how silly it may seem. Yep, you guessed it. Pig racing. The obvious solution to the horse shortage. Let's listen in to the Irish race call.
To be sure, here comes Parky, followed by Parky and Parky. We've called them all Parky to avoid the confusion. Now, wait, which Parky is which? Oh, it doesn't matter. I guess they know who they are. Now, for all those who don't know a thing about pig racing, these are the trotters. Round in the final turn, it's approaching a hurdle. Looks like Parky's in the lead by several snouts. It's marvellous what they'll do when you show them a butcher shop. Meet Officer Seamus McButterpants. He's here looking for a pair of cheats who enter the pig race illegally. Be on the lookout for a 6-foot pig in sneakers who answers to the name of Nigel or Fergal. And speaking of nutters, you've taken pig racing a bit too far. Go home, Fergal, and get that muck off your face. Time now for the final, and we're a bit stuck, but now we're off and racing. The porkies are really flying this time, and I don't mean like the flying pigs. That's me cousin Miles O'Toole. He's forever saying he's just an old drunk. Number 15's in the lead, but here comes number 11 to pip him at the post. He'll be squealing with delight, he will. Blessed. Time for a wee rest. But these little piggies can't wait to see who's won the grand prize. You see, we do things a little differently here. The piggies did the work, so the piggies get the prize. And today's prize is a new car. I think we have a shot of it. Ah, there it is. Ain't she a beauty? Now, if we could only get the little swines to drive now.
Mayhem words of wisdom, changing the world one word at a time. Crashmosphere. It's that place just below the ozone layer where things collide. Crashmosphere. Aerodynamic. The use of a beard to increase facial downforce. Momentum. The speed at which large, almost naked mammals move. Momentum. Reincarnation. Coming back to life as a hillbilly. Reincarnation. See you next time, tourists.